Hi, this is Rachel Jackson. Um, I'm doing assignment number 1. I want to talk a little bit about how my personal values can interfere with social work, the importance of diversity and self-awareness. I am Christian. I grew up in a Baptist church, and sometimes I went to a Pentecostal church, but I am a spiritual person, and sometimes my religious beliefs can't get in the way of someone who is not religious. In the past, I've had clients that are atheists, and so I chose not to talk about God or faith to my clients, which was kind of challenging because I graduated from a religious school with my bachelor's in social work. With my clients with my African American clients, I almost assume that they are some sort of religion, which I don't know if they are or they may not be. So sometimes I'll say, oh, well, thank God, or something, or tell my clients, well, pray about it. And that's because those are my personal beliefs, to pray and to go to church and thank God, which now that I'm doing this assignment, I'm thinking about that could be a bad thing because my clients may not be spiritual or religious. I shouldn't assume because they're African American that they are. Sometimes I catch myself trying to hold my clients to my own opinions or my own standards, which is not always a good thing because everyone is raised differently, everyone's standards are different. The importance of diversity. As an African American person, I know what a lot of African Americans' struggles are as a black woman. I probably should learn more about different cultures to better serve my clients and have a better understanding, better than what I have currently. Self-awareness. I'm aware of what my thoughts and abilities are, but sometimes my own thoughts and feelings get in the way of helping others, and it can be challenging sometimes to I can't say treat people, but serve people because of stereotypes. But at the end of the day, as a social worker, my job is to serve the client, and it can be challenging to judge sometimes, or sometimes I just don't understand, like when clients are addicted to drugs and they relapse, I just don't understand why they would do that, because that's something that I would never do. So that's just one example of I need to be more self-aware and not be judgmental of clients that I serve. I know when I had my internship at DHS, I was working with a lot of clients that were on TANF and SNAP. And I couldn't understand why we were paying for them to pay their rent or to buy them cleaning supplies if they received a welfare check monthly. I just found it very difficult and challenging on why we were doing this and doing that for clients. And that was because of my own personal bias and opinions. Sometimes I think that, the welfare system should go away. It seems like people would probably be better off. At the beginning of the time, there was no welfare. People just worked very hard. But then I also know that the times have changed, and if there wasn't for SNAP or TANF, there will be even more starving children and adults. So those are just some kind of conflicts that I have within myself, I guess. I worked for many nonprofits, or sometimes I hear a lot of people that are to me, they seem ungrateful, or they feel like the government owes them something. Like, I know people who are on Section 8, and it's just kind of frustrating that, or people that received grants, and I've seen people be ungrateful, and it could be kind of frustrating to me. And it does make it difficult to serve clients that are constantly complaining about the free benefits that they qualify for, that the tax dollars are paying for. I know in the past when I've been laid off, at the time I didn't have any children, but it's kind of frustrating that, I didn't qualify for anything. And I'm like, wow, I've worked and paid taxes, and I can't get rental assistance or Section 8 or anything. So it can be kind of frustrating, dealing with the system. But yeah, it's just frustrating sometimes. Dealing with the system can be very frustrating. But yeah, I do see how my own thoughts, my own opinions, my own standards do interfere with the way I work with clients. Sometimes I just don't understand why clients do certain things or make bad choices or have multiple children. Like, I chose not to have any kids until I got married first. I bought a house first. I was 29 when I had my first child, and I have my second one when I'm 31. And I just understand how people keep having babies when they can't afford them. That's something that I chose not to do. But then on the flip side, if poor people or people who couldn't afford children didn't have children, then a lot of us wouldn't be here, probably including myself. I probably wouldn't be here if my mother didn't have me at the age of 18. So it's just a conflict within itself. I don't understand how sometimes people, in my opinion, I was taught to work hard, and some women and men just sit around and wait for a TANF or SNAP. Sometimes it's frustrating, but then I understand a lot of it has to do with people with mental illness. They just have some sort of mental illness or lack of drive or they're afraid of success. So those are some of the ways that I think about issues and my concerns are about people's issues, and I guess my own personal opinions affect the way I do treat my clients, and I'm aware of that. Thank you.